Hi besties, what's up? My name is Meg. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be reading, hang on, let me get this all situated. We are reading the Atlas trilogy, and I'm so excited. I am actually filming this like after the fact because I actually intended this video to go in a certain direction that I ended up changing, and so it ended up becoming us reading the Atlas trilogy. Please enjoy. Starting off, we are going to read The Atlas 6 by Olivie Blake. And for those of you who don't know, seek it if you wish, but as with all knowledge, whatever follows will be yours to bear alone. Each decade, only the 6 most uniquely talented magicians are selected to earn a place in the Alexandrian society, the foremost secret society in the world. The chosen will secure a life of power and prestige beyond their wildest dreams, but at what cost? Each of the 6 newest recruits has their reasons for accepting the society's elusive invitation, even if it means growing closer than they could have imagined to their most dangerous enemies, or risk unforgivable betrayal from their most trusted allies. They will fight tooth and nail for the right to join the ranks of the Alexandrians, even if it means they won't all survive the year. So that is what we are reading. Our bookmark that we are going to be doing, I haven't actually used one of these in a while, but it's a magnetic bookmark that says, "Leave me alone, I'm reading." And then on the back it says, "What a novel idea." But you know what time it is. It's an Alani time. Now, those of you that know, dusk jacket always comes off. Ooh, we like a lot. And then it's got gorgeous like academia and papers. Also, we showered and we got dressed into Jamie's because we weren't going anywhere today. We're obviously going to set up a dark academia ambiance video. So I got to chapter 3, I believe. It follows different POVs throughout the time because this magical system is different than what I'm used to, and there's going to be 6 of them. I decided that I would start taking notes as to what's going on, whose powers are what, and everything like that. So far, as of right now, I am on Tristan's POV. I haven't started it yet, but we've met Libby Rhodes and Nico Fever de Verona, who Libby and Nico are academic rivals, and from what it seems like they are both physicists. And then Reina is a naturalist. It is both a gift and a talent, which I'm not quite certain what the difference of them are. And now we are on to Tristan's POV. So we're going to read through Tristan's and figure out who the other 3 are that are competing. So we're getting excited because this is definitely something that I'm, especially with it taking place in an academic setting, that it'd probably be best to take notes just so I know and kind of know how to keep track of everything. If I find that keeping track of it is too much on my pen and paper, then we might switch over to our Notion, which, by the way, I have my Notion template for those of you who are interested in it down below in the description, so check it out. You can get it on my Etsy. We are that far into the book so far. What's happening is they're being introduced to the society and how the standards and everything that are to be expected while they are at said society. I really was not expecting to like the Atlas 6 as much as I am. I did, however, have to create, and I'll put a picture up right here, of like my notes in order to keep track of like everything as a whole for characters and knowing what their powers and stuff are. So it's a little bit difficult in order to kind of remember who can do what with what. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're gonna continue reading and I will update you when I get a chance. We are now on to part 5, which is time. We're just a little bit less than halfway. I'm going to tell you my thoughts. I can't really explain where I'm at in the book because it gives a lot of it away. However, I do want to talk about how I feel about the book. We are enjoying said book, like really enjoying it. When I was first given this book, I had it on my TBR, but I was very unsure of how I would like it. And honestly, I'm loving it. I'm genuinely curious, though, how things are going to play out, how they're going to carry across the next couple books. As of right now, where I'm at in the book, I do suggest you read this book. It is very well written. Granted, it's a lot of information about a magic system that you know nothing about. It's great. Life's great right now. I'm enjoying this book a lot. So, all right. Hello. So it's been quite some time, but we are this far into the book. Technically, according to the parts, we are officially halfway. I am currently on 6, which is thought. So we are officially halfway. My thoughts reading this is literally just like a big, total mind fuck. Because it's like, who am I supposed to trust? Am I supposed to trust this so-called society? Am I following what character for what right reason? Like, it's just fully a constant question of who's in the right and who's in the wrong. And it's hard enough to see where things are going. Good morning. It's the next day. We got over halfway, technically by pages, but we are halfway by parts. We have 164 pages left of the book to go. We have now made it to part 6, which is thought, and we're starting off with Libby's point of view. I would like us to finish reading, honestly. It'd be pretty nice to be able to be done with this book, and then we can get on to book number 2 of our reading montage. Bro, whoever told me that this plot twist in this book was going to hit this hard, damn. If you know page 309, part 7, the very end, right before part 8, bro, literally, like, I cannot believe it. I'm baffled. I was not expecting that. I literally, oh my gosh, I can't. And I'll insert the footage of Nugs. You can kind of see her. She's right there. She's right here. But anyways, that's where we're at in the book. I thought you would be interested to know where we were at. We are 60 pages away from finishing. Okay, hello besties. So, 100% was not expecting that ending. Atlas 6, definitely a book that I recommend. definitely one that had me guessing and contemplating whether or not I was going crazy. It definitely has a lot of unreliable narrator up until the very end. And as I predicted, the villain is exactly who I thought it was. I never specified that I thought I found the villain. I did indeed find the villain. We are so super excited for that. Okay, besties, so we are 114 pages in, and oh my gosh, something is happening! Also, look at how pretty the art is. I just can't get over it. It's so pretty. Anyways, what's happening right now, I'm really liking. I'm liking that things are starting to come together, that pieces are starting to figure out. I had a feeling I knew who the villain was, and we are right. We know who the villain is, but at the same time, there might be another villain. Like, what? There's two? Anyways, we are trying our dangest hardest because, dude, this book is so good. This book series is so good. And I'm not a big person for science fiction, math, anything like that. I'm not really into the schematics of things. I'm more of a creative mind than a mathematical mind. But I'm really loving this book series. And that's all I can say right now is that I'm just loving it. I'm savoring everything about it. Just love, 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 love. Hi, hello. We are officially halfway with the Atlas Paradox. But so far, we are really enjoying where things are going. Granted, this is a multi-POV, so it gives you all 6 perspectives, sometimes 7 or 8 depending, but I just cannot get over certain people, and I'm always so tempted to skip over those certain people because I have obviously my favorite characters, but you always know you can't skip over those POVs because obviously something is important. And indeed, something is very important. It's just how I feel. Just how I feel. Now, we are going to jump right back into the Atlas Paradox. We have 138 pages left to go. Let's get to reading. Okay, besties. So we are now that far into the Atlas Paradox. I did the math. We have 25 pages left to go. We are making great progress. Let's finish this book together, shall we? Okay, besties, we just finished the Atlas Paradox. I don't know how I feel about this one. There were just a few things that were lacking, few things that I didn't like, just everything. However, I still loved the main storyline. I loved everything about it. We are going to upstart the Atlas complex, which I am so super excited. I am so stoked. I don't think you understand. So I'm so stinking excited for this book. I don't think I can make that clear enough. So we're going to undo the dust jacket. We're going to relieve our book of the dust jacket and look at how pretty. Look at that. Ooh, so gorgeous. I've loved seeing the art throughout this whole thing. I think we're gonna start the Atlas complex. So it's been a bit since I started the Atlas complex. We are that far into the Atlas complex. We made it to part 2. We are making good, steadfast progress. Hello and good morning. Today is the next day. Do have a hair appointment here at 1 o'clock. We are going to read possibly when we're at the hair salon, and then once we come home afterwards, we're going to also finish reading as much as we can. Hi besties, we're back from the hair salon. Like, look at my hair. Now I only ever have my hair straight when my hair lady does it. But anyways, we were able to read 2 chapters into our book while we were sitting under the hairdryer. So now we are currently on page 149. We still got quite a bit of length to go. I think I'm gonna go take out my contacts and then we start reading. So we are most definitely not going to be finishing this book today. I want to say that we're halfway through. We look about halfway through, maybe a little less than halfway. Okay, it's the next day. We finally made it to part 5, which is rationalism. So we are going to finish the Atlas complex. Okay, hi, hello. So we've gotten a little bit further in the book. We are now quite far. I did the math from where we are currently at. We are at 162 pages left of the book. So we are going to try our dang near hardest to finish it. Something of the most just terrible happened, and I don't know if the character's okay. I don't know if one of my favorite characters is okay. Dude, I'm about ready to have an existential crisis right now, and we still have this much of the book to go. Like, what? I literally cannot. Like, I don't even know what to say right now. I know that I have to finish the book, but like, bro, really? This is frustrating and upsetting, and I do not know how I feel towards you, Olivie Blake. If this is how that character goes, if that's how that character goes, I'ma be so upset with you. We're gonna have a bone to pick right there. Anyways, I'm gonna finish reading the book, so enjoy. Okay, so we just did the math. We are 57 pages away from the end. And so far where we're at, I'm not liking this book very much. I want to finish this book, obviously, because I want to know how Olivie Blake, ends the whole series. But as far as things go, I'm so far deeply upset with how things are going. So far, this is my least favorite book. So I will give all thoughts at the very end. I'm going to finish the book, though, and then we can talk. We did finish the Atlas complex, and I have complex feelings about the Atlas complex. Let me tell you about them. My thoughts on how some of the characters had evolved. I think that the way that they evolved was definitely something that was needed. Granted, did I want it? No. However, did I think that it was needed? Absolutely. I think one of the characters really grew into who they were deep down, and that just goes to show, and they were one of my favorite characters. And everything about it just kind of blew up in a sense, and I really don't know how I feel about it. Did I like this book? I liked it. Did I love this book? Absolutely not. We're gonna go off of all of the books in the order that I like them and the rating that they have. The Atlas Complex. The 3rd book in the trilogy was my least favorite. I'm giving it 3 stars. It was okay. The Atlas Paradox. I'm giving 3.75 5 stars. It was decently better than the Atlas Complex. So the Atlas 6 ended up being my favorite book out of all 3. I ended up giving this book 4 stars. What's really odd for me is that usually in a series, the first book is the lowest ranking, and then the book's rankings go up from there. However, with the Atlas 6, it was the best one out of all of them. I'm kind of disappointed with the fact of how the trilogy ended up coming out. However, I am glad that I read the trilogy. It was still a great experience. It didn't end the way that I liked them to end, but it was a good ending nonetheless. So please don't mistake this as like I'm absolutely bashing on these books, because I'm not. I genuinely liked this series, but it is not my most favorite one out there. Diving myself into this story, it's definitely something that pushed me, because I'm not necessarily like a scientific-esque girly when it comes to reading. Like, I prefer straightforward, I can easily follow. These books took me just a little bit longer to comprehend, to understand. I had to look up a few things to make sure that I was understanding things right. Like, I really took my time with these. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy today's video. Do all of the YouTube things you know how to do, and I will see you in a bit. Bye!